This is the first solo victory cup of chapter 5 and honestly I've barely played the game so far, so in this video I'm going to show you why you need to practice the game and also why I'm a terrible player. Despite my terrible performance, I managed to scrape myself through into finals, but you'll see exactly what happened there when I get there later in the video. I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So, loading into game 1. Oh, there's a queue bug.
Oh my god, there's a queue bug! Oh my god, I hate this game.
Doesn't matter, they fixed it basically straight away. Because I've barely played this season, I don't have a drop and I haven't even discovered half the map, so I decided to go somewhere that I thought would be Uncon, Rebel's Roost. Spoiler alert, it was not Uncon. My aim is atrocious, but I somehow managed to get this kill.
Bro, he was 8 HP, come on!
And then I died immediately after. So, 2 points in game 1. Not amazing. Game 2 will be so much better, I promise. I got outdropped, so I had to land at this terrible hut in the middle of nowhere. Unsurprisingly, this hut makes multiple appearances in this video, because my drops are just so terrible. I managed to farm up to basically cap wood and cap brick and key this player.
Ooh.
Well, he was good.
Since I was still in low elo, I was confident that I would be able to key this medallion PY without dying, which was actually almost true. A series of mistakes here led to my death after wasting a large amount of time trying to fight against this kid. So, game 3. This was my game. I got outdropped to Rebel Roost, again, so I landed in the middle of nowhere and managed to make my way over to this location which actually had loads of loot. I grabbed the loot and rotated towards this forecast tower.
Nope, that's not working though, is it?
Now this player just kept running and I only managed to catch him carrying the roof of this building with a shield.
Thank you.
What ensued after was a long and tiring storm fight involving at least 3 different parties who kept running and boxing and tarping. I definitely could have played it better, but to be honest, I really hated how these kids were playing this fight. One left on the train, so I thought nobody was there, but then there was a kid just straight up camping waiting for me.
He was just sitting there! Oh.
There was a free kill on a player who lagged out here. I'm not entirely sure what was going through this kid's mind, but I left him because I really didn't feel like getting sniped.
100, dead and proc him.
I didn't hit 75.
You hit him 4 times.
This kid's medallion.
I've definitely played fights better. I really shouldn't have 50-50'd that kid there, but it somehow worked and now I had a medallion.
Oh, won the game. GG's.
Safe to say I was feeling confident. This was a terrible fight to key because it was on the edge of zone where everybody was sitting in boxes. So if you can take anything from this, please just don't box in the middle of everyone. It actually turned out alright for me and I hit this sketchy grapple blade rotate once again into the centre of zone. This bit's a bit boring, so I'm just going to skip to the moving zones and let it play out.
Holy. Yes, okay. Preferably on a kid without medallion. This one.
really should have won that game, to be honest. I just straight up edited this kid into my box and 50-50'd him, when I could have just let him die to Storm. Anyway, 36 points in game 3, on to game 4. I actually managed to land at Rebels Roost this game and even got it uncontested. I hit a really weird rotation pattern on the outside of the map, and this kid was just sitting on top of this windmill. It took me a minute and a half to actually kill him, and now I was deep in Storm, so I had to rotate all the way around dead side with next to no white meds. He was pretty terrible, but his loot was also pretty terrible. Still, 3 points. This kid was absolutely desperate for a refresh, so I finished him off quickly. This was an absolutely avoidable 50-50, but I still won it. I'll just let this endgame play out. Yep, another second place. I probably could have won that just by not giving him the right hand peek, but he had like all the medallions in the game and I had none. Basically, I panicked and lost the game. So, game 5. Got Rebels Roost uncontested again, then pushed into this terrible fight which I played awfully.
Whoa.
I healed up and pushed north towards this inconspicuous looking hut. He was terrible, ran away, and I never saw him again for the rest of the game. Someone slightly more skilled keyed, and we fought. But ultimately, he got bullied. I did make it to moving zones, then decided it would be a good idea to take a fight, even though I've got 1,000 materials. Went about as well as you'd expect it to. Game 6, Died off spawn while trying to have a key game somewhere that I'd never landed before. Really good idea. Game 7, I landed at this hut again because I got outdropped again. Then I moved over to key this location I landed at in game 3. Without a shotgun. I'm not gonna lie, I sort of forgot I didn't have a shotgun until it was too late. Anyway, 81 points in opens, placed 9,935th, so on to finals. Decided to aim at the location I died at the last games of opens this time, and yeah, I died. Off spawn. 2 games to go. I tried to land in the middle of nowhere, got outdropped to the middle of nowhere, so landed at this hut, in the middle of nowhere. Something I've noticed about Chapter 5 is that there are loads of tiny huts with not so bad loot, and there's loads of wood and brick farming basically everywhere, which is a nice change from Chapter 4 which had like the worst brick ever. What I also noticed watching this back is that I play really scared and not confident at all, which probably reduced my performance a lot. I didn't commit to this fight, which led to me getting keyed by someone else. I was now completely shambles, but I managed to grab my cash, get myself back to full health and hit a rotate really far dead slide. I basically had to go for this kill because I really needed a grapple blade for endgame. It was easy enough because he only held himself up by 2 walls. Big mistake. I really need to stop boxing up on low elevation in the middle of everyone.
Oh my god. Yes. Points.
Now, this was just, I don't even know what to say. It was a good play from him, but I just really didn't expect it. I guess I need to learn not to box off the edge of other players' boxes. Another failed drop landed me back at this hut, but this time I was contested. Yeah, that's how it ended. 2 out of 3 games of finals I died off spawn, and I threw 2 wins in the opens. I really do need to get my act together. There are 2 victory cups a week now, so I'm going to try and learn my drop spot and get a better understanding of the map before the one on Sunday. I hope that you've enjoyed me completely failing to play a solo victory cup, and hope that maybe you've learned what not to do so you can improve. I'll be recording and uploading the next victory cup so you can see if I can improve my placement or if I somehow manage to get worse. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.